Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I want to show you how I bless my food. And I've fasted now for almost 2 days, nearing 2 days, and I think I'm ready to eat some food again, and I'm just going to do little short fasts for a while and build my way up. But I learned my lesson last time in that I waited too long until I was just satiated with hunger to the point of where I had to resort to eating a bunch of leftovers in the food that weren't, I mean, they were pretty good food. It was pretty good food, but not really optimal for what I wanted to come off my fast with. And so I prepared some food a little bit earlier, took my time, and now I want to energize the food. And most of us were brought up in a religion of sorts, like I was born in Utah, and they taught us how to bless the food, you know, talk to God and ask God to bless the food, your heavenly Father, etc. And, you know, religion and science are going to come together and show that there is something more than what we just see and hear. Just like radio wavelengths and cell phone microwave frequencies are floating through the air, we also have an ability to project and to receive energy that's not really too easily detected by our normal senses. And when you become a massage therapist, you start to tune into these things on a deeper level because you're working with your hands, and these are your special transmitters and your special receivers. And I believe they say in India that the right hand transmits at least more and the left hand receives. And so, anyways, what I'm going to about to do, and before, years ago, I would have said, well, I'm just going to attempt this, or maybe I didn't really believe that it worked. Well, I have a lot more faith, you might say, and I just have a lot more understanding mentally, and we're going to learn a lot more about these things in the future. But my good friend Derek would bless the food by putting his hands over the food and then closing his eyes and focusing. He didn't say a word. Now you can say things if you like. That's awesome, and as long as they're positive. And you know, most of you have also heard, many of you have heard about how they did forgive me, I'm not sure what this word, how to exactly to pronounce this word. Carillion photography, something like that. And they tested water before it had been blessed and then after. And the water molecules were just incredible after they'd been blessed. And then the water just looked terrible before. So, you know, there is some potential for proving the power of blessing things. So let's try and just, first I'll show you what I have to eat here. I'm going to turn it around so you can get it right on the food so you can check it out. Okay, so this is a salad that I just picked out of the garden, and it's got Asian greens, and Asian greens look like that. It's got some kind of funky red leaf lettuce. It's not like the red leaf you buy at the store, but it's a dark red, and it doesn't produce a lot, but it's incredibly beautiful. And this is arugula, and I had plenty of that out there. There's some cilantro, and I think there's something else that I forget. And then in here I have some food that I purchased the other day, It actually is leftovers, but much of it is raw, and it's from Green Life, which is owned by Whole Foods now. This is a saag paneer, and it's raw, spinach and some nuts and seeds. This is a mixed greens. It's got mixed greens in there. This is the only thing that's cooked here, and that's cauliflower, and they call it crackling cauliflower, and it's got some peas. And then this is sauerkraut that I made, and it's very good, especially important for my digestive system. So now I'm going to get rid of the spoon because I feel as though that could interfere with the energy of blessing and energizing the food. Here, I'll tilt this up so that you can see me doing this a little better. Now what I do when I'm blessing the food is I try and focus on creating counter or clockwise energy flowing in this direction, the forward movement energy, not retrograde, but forward energy movement around the food. And I focus on the breath. And so, when I'm feeling really good, I'm feeling enlightened, I'm really focusing on the food, I oftentimes will get just a chill through my body, and I just feel it. And that's one of the indicators, I think, that I am moving energy. I am a conduit of energy from the upper and the lower, the heaven and the earth. And everything works on twos. And I know that there's a lot more to it than that. But at least in the mortal state that we're in, for the most part, it seems like that's how it works. And so, yes, briefly, in regards to that, I think that connecting to the earth regularly and grounding earth. There's a David Wolf talks about some shoes that he's created that you can connect with the earth if you're walking on, not concrete or not blacktop. And I've thought about creating these grounding shoes, but that would probably even be better if you were directly connected to the earth. And you can do that with a wire running out your window connected to a grounding rod. And I'll have to make another one of those. I've made them before. I'll have to make another one of those. I just haven't gotten around to it here, and it's probably important. But I too want to make some grounding shoes that have some copper things coming out the bottom so that when you step, it grounds you to the earth. But anyways, so these energy things that I've been focusing on and learning about for quite some time now are very important for our health. And I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you'd remember to bless your food and bless the water, and feel free to bless anything that you need to in your life.